This hour, our focus, of course, would remain on the sixth phase of the ongoing Lok Sabha polls, which is underway. Polling is underway for all the seats in Delhi and Haryana. In total, polling is underway in 58 constituencies across 8 states. Polling in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag-Rajouri, which was adjourned in phase 3, is also a part of the sixth phase. As many as 889 candidates are in the fray from these 58 Lok Sabha constituencies. The voting so far has been completed in 25 states and union territories, covering 428 constituencies out of the total 543. The final phase of polling is scheduled for the 1st of June, with the counting of votes set to take place on the 4th of June. Polling for 42 assembly constituencies for the Odisha State Legislative Assembly will also take place simultaneously. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has asked concerned chief electoral officers and state authorities to take adequate measures to manage the adverse impact of hot weather or rainfall wherever predicted in the sixth phase of Lok Sabha polls. In fact, we also have several reactions coming in. Let's take a listen.
At this booth, the first male voter, want every strong voting today. I want everybody to come out. This is our national duty because मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि एक बार और जो है भारत की जनता जो है विकसित भारत को अपनी वोट देगी, अब मोदी सरकार को वोट देगी. So we start early. I hope there's a very strong turnout in Delhi.
लोकतंत्र का महापर्व है और हम सब ने इस लोकतंत्र की मजबूती के लिए इस लोकतंत्र के महापर्व में हिस्सा लेना चाहिए. मैं पूरे हरियाणा प्रदेश वासियों को ये अपील करता हूं कि इस मजबूत लोकतंत्र के लिए, स्वस्थ राष्ट्र के लिए आप लोकतंत्र में हिस्सा लीजिए और अपना मतदान कीजिए. भारी संख्या के अंदर मतदान कीजिए.
करनाल विधानसभा दोनों में अपना पहला वोट डालने का अवसर प्राप्त हो गया है, क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा जल्दी आ गया था और मैं अपने आप को इस बात के लिए गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहा हूं कि मैंने इस अपने पोलिंग बूथ पर पहला वोट डाला है.
क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर, क्या कहना चाहेंगे लोगों को?
मैंने प्रातःकाल उठ करके संविधान को स्मरण कर, अपने आराध्य देव को स्मरण कर और आज ये वोट डाला है. मैं जनता को यही कहूंगा कि इस लोकतंत्र पर्व में बढ़ चढ़कर भाग ले, 100% मतदान करें.
Let's in fact go across to I'm joined by Ajit Keja, who's a senior journalist. I'm also joined by Sunita Arun, who's author and consulting editor. And I'm also joined by Sanjay Rana, who's a political analyst. I'll come to you, Mr. Jha. Speaking about the national capital, Kejriwal's arrest has undoubtedly been the biggest political development to hit the national capital in recent years, at least. Since his interim bail, Kejriwal has made several scathing attacks against the BJP, including the claim that the party's end goal is to eliminate Aam Aadmi Party. The big question is, will he be able to stop the BJP from repeating its 2019 and 2014 performance?
My answer would be highly unlikely, because if you look at the Delhi results of 2019, almost all the 7 seats, of course, all of us know, were won by the BJP. And each of these seats, quite a few of them were won by almost more than 5.5 lakh votes. So what I'm saying is that the difference between the winner and the loser margin is so large that the BJP not only has an advantage, it has a massive advantage. Now, obviously, the scene has changed, right? Why? Because the AAP and the Congress have come together. Because in 2014, 2019, there was a tripolar contest. This time there is a bipolar contest. And that is the reason the BJP went ahead and changed 6 of the sitting MPs. Despite the fact they had such massive margins, they changed 6 of the 7, except for Northeast Delhi candidate, where who is facing the challenge from Kanhaiya Kumar, who is a candidate of the Congress, but Congress and AAP. The rest, all the six candidates have been changed. So it is going to be, I'm saying, a much more competitive election compared to 2019. But the massive victory margins that the BJP had, and the fact that this is the Lok Sabha election, Arvind Kejriwal's popularity comes when the Delhi Assembly elections will be held. But in a Lok Sabha poll, people vote, in India, people vote, there's a dual voting. People vote for the PM in Lok Sabha election and the CM in the so-called assembly polls.
Right.
So because Kejriwal is not a candidate for the PM, right? It's basically Modi versus Rahul. So that way, I think they'll probably end up sweeping all the 7 seats, most likely. Maybe the only seat which is up for grabs is the seat in Northeast Delhi.
Right, Ms. Sunita, I'll come to you. Like Mr. Jha also pointed out, if the BJP was confident enough to retain its last election performance in the national capital or even 2014 performance, why did it change candidates in 6 out of 7 constituencies?
Look, there are certain developments, political developments, the way Kejriwal was arrested, the way our leaders have been arrested, and their schemes have been under discussion because there is a vast population which they think that Kejriwal had done a good job when it came to education and health sectors. So basically, I think there'll be some impact of these developments on the elections this time. And then 10 years becomes a very good, is a huge, it's something anti-incumbency comes over against the MPs also. So it becomes very important to bring some changes in the candidates, especially if they have not performed very well, and introduce fresh faces to attract voters. So there are developments in Delhi, and let's see, I think this time Delhi election is more about the Chief Minister of AAP, Delhi, going to jail, and his team also.
Right. Ms. Arun, continue to stay with us. In fact, I'll also now go across to Mr. Sanjay Rana, who's a political analyst. Mr. Rana, a lot of things lately have happened in the national capital, be it Arvind Kejriwal's, arrest, or be it the Swati Maliwal assault case. The question is, how will the Swati Maliwal incident affect the Aam Aadmi Party?
Good morning, Neha. Good morning, fellow panelists. When we talk about the Delhi election, it's totally different altogether. If you look at the 2019 vote percentage, BJP got almost 56% and Congress got 22% in 18, grabbed by Aam Aadmi Party. If we mix all together, it's 40% for Congress and AAP, and anyways, difference is almost 60%. This is the percentage-wise things which I'm trying to share. Second thing, this election, Lok Sabha election, is for the face, for the nation, and for the prime ministership. So there's no comparison between the Kejriwal and the Modi ji. Number 3, when important question which you have asked about the Swati Maliwal, obviously, Aam Aadmi Party has been established against the corruption. Number 1, it was talking about women empowerment. When this kind of allegation coming on Aam Aadmi Party, obviously it was denting their image for sure. And I think if any incident can be happen anywhere, Neha, I can understand. But Arvind Kejriwal should come out and request for the fair trial, whatever is happening, and fair investigation. And he should not be taking the person's side, because when these kind of allegation coming on any party or any individual, it will always impact. Because if you look at this Lok Sabha, near about 47 crore voters, I'm not talking about Delhi, I'm talking about women as all. 47 crore women voters are there. And take an example, 50 lakhs in Delhi. I'm not saying all the women are going to believe it or not believe it, but somewhere created a question mark on the women's mind, which will somehow will impact on the voting pattern. So first of all, anyway, number 1, is competing with Prime Minister face Mr. Modi. Number 2, he has to take the image, scale up his image up to that level, and this kind of dent is coming on his face or on his party, then obviously it will impact on voting, and it will impact on the vote percent. So Swati Maliwal case will tend for sure to Arvind Kejriwal, because Kejriwal has, he formed the party for various reasons, and this kind of allegation, liquor gate, school, and all these allegations coming on the party, that is obviously is impacting. But nevertheless, Delhi voters are very smart, and they know whom to vote and how to vote. And I'm damn sure that people of Delhi will vote for the right people, for the right candidate, and the right party. So Swati Maliwal case, Neha, if you're asking, is going to dent for sure somewhere. But how much it will, we will come to know only on 4th. Before that, we can just do the prediction, we can just do the permutation combination and try to find out how much percent here and there. But actually, calculations doesn't work like that in politics. 2 plus 2 cannot be a 4 in politics.
Absolutely.
If it would have been 2 plus 2, 4, then obviously 2019 election, if you remember that BJP and Samajwadi Party had alliance in Uttar Pradesh, there could have been, they could got, I was expecting they got more than 40 seats, but they haven't got 40 seats. So politics is totally different. It's depend upon the public mood and whom they like and whom they choose for the nation. That's very important, yeah.